Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Justin Diego, back with another binge-worthy video, and today we're doing something a little bit different. With this season officially at its halfway point and with the mid-season trailer recently coming out, I figured this would be the perfect time to sit down together, grab a snack, and relive all of the chaos, confusion, and the shade, and the receipts that got us to this point. From Porsha and Shamea's crazy fallout, K. Michelle shaking the table, and everything in between, we're literally revisiting the biggest moments from the first half of the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 17. So if you've been slacking, missing episodes, or just need a refresher before the reunion drama really starts heating up, or if you're just being messy and like you want to help me pay my light bill and stuff, you're in the right place. Let's get right into it. Kelli has to learn that you can't make us like you on this show. We kind of tried to like you last year and we ended up liking you until you turned on your friend. I'm fine if they completely fall out. We don't need to keep trying to get a moment out of it. After everything that happened last year, I don't need that.
Why should I sit in the house and be bored?
You know, I guess I have to say her name.
Now what else is going on?
So boom, the episode opens up the way it always does. You already know we were gonna get caught up with all of the happenings, all of what's been happening with our girl since season 16. And I barely even want to say those words because season 16 was so freaking toxic. I'm so traumatized from last season. I'm not talking about, I'm just gonna act like that didn't happen.
And that's that, you know?
All right.
And I noticed that not everybody got their own little catch-up scene. Angela Oakley got her own scene. Of course, K. Michelle got her introductory scene. It was with Porsha, but of course we needed somebody like Porsha to bring her in. So I feel like that counts as K. Michelle's own scene. I know that Shamea got her own scene and they allow her to have a +1. I'm trying to, okay.
I don't think I should address right now after my drink.
Yeah, but Shamea's scene was really funny to me. I like that, you know, I guess I have to say her name. So Shamea did her scene with Kelli, and I'm just gonna get right to it. Strawberry shortcake. What did Porsha call her? Maybe just shortcake.
So I'll deal with shortcake at another time.
It's just something about Kelli that is just, you're doing too much, babe. You're doing too much already. But we'll get into that later. I think I'm getting ahead of myself. Angela Oakley got her own scene, and I felt like this scene was really cute.
I did good.
I feel like it was kind of connecting her from last season into this season in a really cute way because we ended with a bang, and her relationship with Charles was borderline explosive. I was low-key expecting a divorce announcement because y'all know housewives be coming on the show really to get divorced, but Angela Oakley said, oh, no. This is my man. I miss Oakley and I'm gonna stick beside him. And honestly, y'all, I love that for her. I love that for them.
So Charles decided to do a relationship podcast. They asked the question of, what made you get married?
I've heard some mixed reviews about this scene, but for me, I understand that this scene was necessary.
I think somebody might put some in my drink that night.
They didn't say that? I was just like, where is this coming from?
Angela did a really good job, as a second-year housewife, basically being I know what this scene is supposed to be about, and bringing that up in such a natural, fun way. And I will say, Charles, you gotta stop. You know how the fans are going to be watching every move you make, and if she say grab her ass, just grab her ass.
Angela this year does not give one.
Next, we got a scene from K. Michelle, and of course we have Porsha in this scene too, but I still feel like this counts as K. Michelle's scene because it was really Porsha bringing K. Michelle into our world, and I felt like it was a cute scene. It was very emotional.
My time with women in Atlanta destroyed me. Them trying to blackball me out of Atlanta. Atlanta has been a mean girl city.
I enjoyed the scene. I think that we got a chance to really see why K. Michelle is here, what she's wanting to do while she's here. And I was surprised that we started off with her crying in episode 1. And I won't say I shed a tear, but I definitely was feeling a little bit emotional.
If you bring the old K here, then you're gonna bring back that past.
That type of feeling.
And I just want you to ignoring anything from the past.
It is true. Like, when I think about K. Michelle's experience on these other shows, I feel like she's always been fighting for her life. So I hope that this experience on The Real Housewives of Atlanta is a little bit different for her. But K. Michelle, don't be acting too brand new, because like I said before, I still need you to give it to these girls and I need you to get into some things. But at the same time, I understand that there's this pressure for her to overcome a lot of those comments that are saying like she shouldn't be here and like what she's gonna bring love and hip hop. So I appreciate what K. Michelle brought in episode 1. I feel like she was light, she was fun, and she made us laugh a lot.
I don't understand why this Drew lady has this man on this FaceTime. The man on the FaceTime got a ring light. Shamea come in with a mohawk.
Shamea is also a cast member who got her own scene, and I actually thought that this scene was really cute. She was able to bring a +1 for this scene, so that was good for her too. And I was glad after they kikied for a little bit, Shamea let us know what her relationship looked like now with Porsha Williams. And I'll be honest, y'all, like, I'm not really gonna be here for it this whole season if it's all about Porsha and Shamea. Like, y'all gonna be friends or you're not gonna be friends? I don't really give a damn either way. Like, sad news. It is sad news because I know they've been friends since they were kids and everything, but after everything that happened last year, I don't need that. I'm fine if they completely like fall out. Like, we don't need to keep trying to like get a moment out of it. Like, I don't think it's gonna be super important this season, but if it is, I'm letting y'all know now. Start editing them episodes because we really don't give a damn. Like, if they gonna be friends, great. If they not, we're moving on. And I think that's it. I know that Phaedra didn't get her own scene, which I was really shocked by. Sidora didn't get her own scene. I feel like production probably did film some more stuff, but they was like, all right, let's just get on to this group scene. And honestly, I'm not mad at it. Finally, about 20 minutes into the episode, we got to see our very first group scene. It was an all-cast scene, and it was all about coming to film in Porsha's new home that they couldn't film in last season. So, you know, production was just like, let's go ahead and film this shit before something pop off, and I wasn't mad at it.
Can they grill you?
Of course.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like grilling.
Okay, give me a kiss right here for safety. Oh my God.
Honestly, I wasn't mad at all. I could tell production was just like, we need the men. We need the husbands. We need the boyfriends. We need the boo things, the situationships. Bring them there. And if you gotta rent them, baby. If you gotta rent them.
The most entertaining guest has to be Black, sitting on this FaceTime call for over 3 hours with a big bright smile.
And I think that it was really funny, like the whole situation where Drew's man was sitting on FaceTime the whole time. Like, those are those little like fun, shady moments that I feel like make Atlanta feel really good to watch and really fun to watch. But I will say, like, Cynthia, that little rag doll or voodoo doll or whatever that was, girl, like, let me know. If that's what I need to manifest a man, please let me know where you bought it from and where to buy the locks, because I do love a man with locks. Now, in this scene, I was feeling some kind of way because I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but I do feel like some of these same little tropes, like Porsha stealing husbands or boyfriends or doing sleazy stuff, or like the whole Porsha and Simon situation, I feel like it's getting dragged out. Like, what's binge worthy? What's new? Like, on one hand, I get it. We couldn't film there last season, but I don't need a whole season about Porsha and Simon. Like, I know she has other people that she's been dating this season, so I don't think we're gonna get that, but let this be the last time. Like, it was cute. Like, Simon's ghost in the house was funny.
For real.
It was very clever editing, but like, let that be the last time that they come to Porsha's home and make it about Simon. Because another thing that I have an issue with, and I've been telling my friends like off camera, they complain a lot about how the fandom has become really toxic, but I feel like they're also becoming really toxic. And I don't know if they're trying to one-up the fandom or they're trying to like get ahead of what the fans may say, but it is getting a little bit exhausting watching a scene and, you know, half the girls are like, oh, Simon's house and it's just like, can we watch something that is enjoyable and like, can we not be met with shade before we even see it? I just feel, I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but I feel like everything that the girls do, somebody on the cast discredits it. And then they wonder why people aren't watching the show as much or why people don't care about the show as much. I feel like sometimes the girls in the show is like making everything a joke. For instance, when Sidora met K. Michelle, one of the first things she said in her confessional was, oh, she sings. Does she still sing? I think she sings. Like, girl, you know she sings. And I love you, Drew, girl. I love that you be waking it up on the show.
K. Michelle, I know that she was a singer. She is a singer, still.
But I just feel like it's K. Michelle's introductory episode and fans are already hard to please and we already got a little bit of like backlash for them putting her on this show. So I just feel like the drama shouldn't start from day one. Like, let's introduce K. Michelle, let everybody be cordial because normally in real life when we meet people, we are pretty open to them. Like, unless you have a history, and K. Michelle was saying there was no history. So I feel like those behaviors are a little bit of like self-producing, or it adds to the show feeling sometimes a little inauthentic. So I hate to whack our girls just a little bit, but I will say that did annoy me just a little bit. I feel like another instance where I got pissed off is when they were introducing Pinky, which I feel like Pinky already didn't get a good enough introduction. She was kind of just thrown in there. So it's not matching her confessionals where she's talking about being such a mogul and such an icon in Atlanta. And girl, you just get introduced through Shamea and then drugs to the party and not really having a moment at the party. So it annoyed me when Kelli was just like, oh yeah, Pinky's not a girl's girl. Oh, and it's just like, first of all, y'all stories aren't matching because Pinky is saying you're the one who left her on red and then you're saying she left you on red. And I guess, girl, I feel like Kelli is one of those cast members who she's just gonna keep trying to do what she thinks fans want and she's gonna pick a fight or she's gonna wake it up when it needs to be woken up. And it's just like too much. And you're too damn loud too, girl. Relax. Like, let us meet Pinky Cole before you let us know that 5 years ago or however long she didn't buy a waffle or something. Like, give us that in episode 3. Is it just me? I know it's actually not just me, so I don't even know why I'm asking because I read the tweets and I read the comments and a lot of people are feeling like production, what is it? Production needs to let us know out of I don't know, production, I got questions and I had heard that there was going to be some casting changes. So everybody else is making sense to me, but I guess I got to keep watching because if this is what we're going to be getting in the whole season, I'm already exhausted, girl. And I'm going to need some ear covers on, some earplugs because you're too damn loud all the time.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Girls like Kelli have to understand that you can't produce us into liking you. Like, we will either like you or we won't, but you can't try to like say everything you think the fans want to hear. You can't try to fight with whoever you think the fans want to have you fight with. We don't want you constantly coming at Porsha and saying the things that you read that we've been seeing on Twitter. Like, it just comes off as a fan found their way onto the show and That's not a sustainable place to be, babe. If you want to really get us to be real fans, keep the doors open at places that you open on the show. Like, I wanted to come get a waffle.
I always keep shit real. Ain't no fucking lie over here.
And I can't go get a waffle, girl. So it's just like, I don't know. I was really annoyed. And I was so glad when Porsha was just like, girl, relax. My issue with Shamea is my issue with Shamea. What does it got to do with you?
Whatever me and Shamea will talk about will be between Shamea. It's not between you. That's it.
I'm so glad Porsha woke it up because it's just like, girl. First of all, it's just too much, girl. Too much.
You're antagonizing me.
I'm not.
You are.
I promise you I'm not.
You're doing some extra stuff.
I promise you I'm listening.
I will say I want a lot more Phaedra Parks moving forward. I want more Drew Sidora. I want a lot more Angela Oakley. Even Angela Oakley on her own outside of Charles, because I want to know what is the tea on these fans. It's getting hot and it's the perfect time to drop these fans, so I want to know how that rolls out. And I want a lot less of Kelli. I do. And a lot less yelling too. A lot less yelling from Kelli is what I need. I want a lot more Pinky because I feel like, again, I said it a little bit earlier, we got introduced to Pinky, but I don't feel like it's matching her iconic confessional. Like, she basically said she runs Atlanta, so that's what I want to see. And I would love to see more K. Michelle. Like, I saw the Jason Lee interview. And I don't know if we're gonna get that on the show, but I want to see why she's feeling that way, for sure.
You were having issues with fellow housewife Drew Sidora. Why y'all can't get along?
I try to support all the beginners in music.
Like and subscribe for the most binge-worthy Real Housewives of Atlanta tea. Okay, if you've already been on the blogs, then you know that it is no secret that K. Michelle and Drew Sidora have been beefing at that wedding since rumors first started circulating last year about K. Michelle joining the show. And if you've watched the season 17 trailer already, then you remember at one point, the two of them almost came to blows.
Keep my name out your mouth. Don't you ever address me that way.
And naturally, we kind of all thought that the drama just had to be about their music.
You know, platinum, gold records, all type of stuff. One thing I'm not gonna do is fight about music. So I think people think that that's what it's going to be.
But I'm so glad that Sherri got right into some things, and K. Michelle definitely wasted no time letting us know that everything is not always as it seems.
K. Michelle, we gotta talk housewives over here, okay? In the trailer, you were having issues with fellow housewife Drew Sidora. Why y'all can't get along?
She would hope it would be about music, but I don't fight about music, you know, when something doesn't compare, so it wasn't that.
Y'all remember this season, my loyalty lies with you guys, so I'm not gonna be going out of my way to clean things up and protect anybody this season. If it really needs to be said, it's gonna be said.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
And I don't know, it's gonna be hard for me because already I'm starting to feel like I need to step in and say something to protect my good sis Drew. But I'm gonna try to just be real.
I try to support all the beginners in music.
My good sister.
I love me some Drew Sidora, but this shade is just too good and we really, really need this on the show. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm just being honest. I'm being honest.
That is not fair.
And for those of y'all who have been leaving all of those annoying comments about how K. Michelle was giving way too much love and hip hop energy, Go ahead and find every last one of those comments that you've been leaving all over Beyonce's internet and erase, delete, or rewrite them, because this, ladies and gentlemen, is top tier Atlanta Housewives reading, and I will not be explaining further. You're just gonna have to stay mad.
Clock that tea, bitch.
And the best part is, it doesn't even feel like this was a rehearsed read. Like, is it just me? You can check me if it's just me and I'm tripping. You might get checked back, but you can check me.
Ooh, is that shade?
I don't know, like, at the same time, this is also K. Michelle exercising restraint, so I cannot wait to see what the interviews actually look like after we've actually seen the episodes, and she's free to say whatever she needs to say. And the whole time I was over here smiling, looking at our fan favorite from last season, Angela Oakley. Like, look, y'all, she just blossomed into a whole Real Housewife. And I can tell that Angela is just trying to remember to give the fans what the fans need, because I see that y'all see her over there sitting there. Like, y'all not gonna play in my friend face. Y'all not gonna do it, because these comments not finna eat me up for sitting here being a fake ass bitch.
Drew, we got music. Chicago, stand up. I'm from Chicago. Drew is from Chicago.
But Angela, girl, don't get mad at me, because at the same time, I do feel like you over there trying to defend Drew Sidora was fueling K. Michelle to go ahead and whack her just a little bit more.
Yeah, ladies,
A real talent.
Dude, I'm not even gonna get off the floor.
Can't even get off the floor.
I can't even get off the floor.
And then a little bit more. Y'all had me over here in tears.
Drew has movies. Drew has talent.
Movies that no one really knows of.
No, that's not true.
Oh, we got it. Okay,
That is not true.
Yeah, Angela was clocking that shade so quick.
How you saying?
You will see that Drew and Kay are, something you won't want to miss.
Well, I'm not
You
gonna
will
miss
not want to miss it.
His shady boots over here.
Okay.
What? And when all of this was going down on the internet, I could not wait to hear what Black Bravo fans had to say, because y'all know that we do not play when it comes to Atlanta.
Black women.
With some of y'all talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta is going to be wild this upcoming season with the crime, because I'm so grateful and thankful emoji. And Angela's facial expressions while K. Michelle is shading Drew is taking me out. You can tell the Oak wanted to respond so badly with the crying laughing face emoji. I'm so ready for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, man. Before another Housewives fan said, first of all, this battle of the wigs, they look so good. Secondly, K. Michelle still got it. I'm so ready for her to be back on our TVs. And y'all, why this girl talking about baby? K. Michelle about to eat Drew up in all caps, exclamation point. And y'all Drew fans can just shut the hell up. Stop acting like Drew is some A-list movie star and singer when she's not, with the crying laughing face emoji. It's funny how we all know Drew started with K first and always starting with people first, but y'all expect people to be quiet? And Drew Sidora fans saw that and they assembled so quick.
There was one particular situation that really caught my eye this morning.
Clapping back saying, okay, K. Michelle, ... tread lightly, girl, in all caps. Drew's resume speaks for itself, exclamation point. And we knew Drew before you, Kay. And some of these comments really got me thinking, saying, it's honestly starting to feel like a requirement on the Real Housewives of Atlanta to come in and pick on Drew Sidora. And it's getting really annoying. It's always the same tired shade about her singing or her movies. If K. Michelle was really that successful, I'm not reading that. Yeah, I'm not reading that. I am not reading that.
Wait. Oh, wait. Oh shit, oh no.
Before another Drew Sidora fan said, unpopular opinion, Drew's album was actually actually pretty good. She had a few consistent bops, and I definitely can second that because Drew's album went #1 in my house.
No, not the time. Definitely not the time.
And I really hope that y'all did not expect Drew Sidora to really sit there and get all these notifications because you already know how it would be. And y'all thought that she was just gonna let that slide? No, she clapped back at K. Michelle on Instagram saying, "To all the beginners out there, keep going. I'm finally living my dream and preparing my first Live Nation tour. Tickets are live, link in bio." Okay, y'all, before we keep going, I just gotta know, with everything that you've watched so far, whose side are you on? Don't overthink it. Drop the name in the comment section right now before you start feeling like you saying too much or you gonna hurt somebody's feelings. I need to know the real. And I need to know like where everybody stands at this point in the season. Okay, now let's get back to the mess. Don't be making her look crazy. That's Charles Oakley's job. I'm sorry, Angel. Oh Lord, I'm gonna get blind. I take that back. You know, I didn't mean it. Cut the cameras, dead ass. Y'all, I really don't want to jump the gun or anything, but the girls are saying we are so back. Like, we saw episode 1 and it was pretty good. And now episode 2 came out and I don't know, I'm just saying.
The money, the motive, diamonds, the coldest.
The streets are seeing the ratings are up. The streets are seeing the girls are finally giving what we've been wanting for a long time. The streets are seeing that the newbies are newbieing, and I don't know, like, I'm gonna let y'all, you know, have those conversations because I don't really like to talk about ratings because when they're bad, they're embarrassing. So I feel like you gotta keep that same energy when they're good. So check the ratings and then come back.
Let's eat!
Okay, the episode starts off with this really interesting scene with Porsha meeting up with K. Michelle, and then they invited another +1. I guess we're gonna keep getting +1s this whole season. No, I'm just playing. They invited Kelli to this lunch, and I was like, okay, let's see where this goes.
Yes, honey.
Yeah, it started off really cute. I feel like Porsha was trying to keep it cute. K. Michelle looked like she was just chilling. Porsha looked like Porsha, and then Kelli looked like she expected there to be a runway or something. But by now, we know that that's just what Kelli's gonna give.
This is a really good moment for us to like open up, have fun, and rebuild our relationship.
But I could tell that Porsha had something up her sleeve, and like, out of nowhere, she was like, let me just lay that thing on out.
You know you're not clean. You know you have a past. You know what you do presently or
what you talking about?
Oh, we're married men.
This is what I be talking about. Like, these girls try to get on the show and they find out like, oh, I'm gonna get all these likes and all this extra attention by coming for Porsha. But girl, like, when you throwing the rocks, you better, or what do they say? When you point one finger at somebody, there's 4 pointing back at you.
Married men.
Who's sleeping with married men?
I mean, you have.
I've never slept with a married man.
You've never slept with a married man?
No, I have not.
Like, Kelli, how you gonna be trying to come for Porsha when you know that you got skeletons in your own closet? Allegedly.
You absolutely did. What? You did.
I made a video last night after Porsha did her live on TikTok that was really good. Like, she was spilling so much tea.
So they done finished whatever they did. She's in the bed. He done went into the bathroom talking and, you know, texting or whatever and said, she mentioned Porsha.
It's crazy to me that in 2026, I have to spend my quality time on the internet telling people to close your legs to marry men. Like, didn't we learn that in like 2028? Not 2028. Didn't we learn that in 2008?
I've never slept with a married man.
You never slept with a married man?
No, I have not.
You absolutely did.
No, absolutely I did.
Yes, she did.
Porsha.
And he slept with you and changed his clothes and went to meet his wife at his house.
Yeah, this was a really interesting scene, and I was just like, at first, the way that they chopped it and screwed it and sliced and diced, I was wondering like, ooh, child, this is gonna be the thing that the girls drag Porsha for. Like, It's giving something ain't adding up. But again, if you watch Porsha's TikTok, you learn quickly that there's more to the story than what they had time to include in the show.
The last thing is if somebody's having sex with a married man is talking about Porsha and Dennis. They should be talking about the wife.
The wife. Exactly.
So yeah, if you want more about that story, go ahead and check out that video. It's 20 minutes and I uploaded it faster than I normally upload videos because I wanted y'all to have the tea. So definitely check that video out. Moving on, let's talk about this scene with Drew Sidora in this really interesting, I started to say this iconic event, but I keep saying everything's iconic and everything don't be iconic. But it was a nice event. We saw Claudia Jordan back on the show for the first time in forever, and I know she was excited to be mic'd up and filming the Real Housewives of Atlanta, except no Real Housewives of Atlanta stars really filmed with her, besides Drew. Oh! But no, it was cute seeing Claudia Jordan back at home on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let me know if y'all were excited to see her and if you want to see more Claudia Jordan on the show. You know what's funny? Like, Drew never really gets that many all-cast scenes. Y'all, has she ever had an all-cast scene? I love Drew, so that's not shade, but Well, anyway, she had this really interesting all-cast scene, and a lot went down in this scene.
Nice to meet you.
We got Porsha officially coming out to the group, kinda, like introducing her boo thing sway to the circle, and I was just like, ooh, child. Like, this is really interesting for Atlanta.
Who is this person? This is my lady friend Sway. I am what you call dating.
You know what's funny? For this event, me and my best friend actually, I won't say we snuck in, but we found out where the event was going to be and we pulled up because why not? I mean, it was literally in my neighborhood, like 5 minutes down the street. So I was like, Aaron, get dressed, we're going. And y'all, the way that Angela was not having it, Angela was not having it with me. She was not having it with Aaron. She did not like what had happened on the internet last year. And speaking of that, I felt like this was such a good moment because I love the fact that she took this chance to not be fake and actually come up to Phaedra and have a conversation that needed to be had.
Okay, I think we worked it. Y'all good? Ooh, why your eyebrows up? What?
Because after that weird situation happened last year, I was kind of giving Angela the side eye and she definitely felt it.
And you know why I apologize for not even asking? Because it was a bunch of BS.
Well, thank you. It was the weirdest thing I ever saw in my life. We were both tripped out.
I feel like everything that could go wrong went wrong last season. And I feel like this scene with Angela really cleaned it up. And it just made me feel like, okay, now I can watch Angela and Phaedra sit here on the same couch sometimes and like be in the same room, because after those accusations last year, I did not expect Phaedra to ever want to be in the same room with this woman again, especially after everything she had to overcome to get back on the show and then to be met with that BS. I'm just so glad that Angela made it right, because I said it last year and I'll say it again. Angela almost had the perfect season until that stunt was pulled, and we still don't know who cooked all that bullshit up. But if I had to name somebody, I would say Kelli, and I'm moving right along. Oh wait, before I move on, I almost forgot. At this event, I feel like Drew kind of had a soft coming out moment. So I don't know when the after show starts rolling out. I don't know when she's gonna be on Watch What Happens Live, but we need to get into that, because I feel like we kind of have always felt like Drew needed to have that moment that Porsha is having right now. So hopefully she is inspired to live more in her truth, if that's her truth. I don't know. All I know is the music is good, and you know, I'll be streaming her album.
Okay, so you getting it? I'm getting it.
Not me trying to clean it up, because I ain't on here trying to expose no DL women. I am not the DL whisperer, baby. Another good thing that I liked about this episode was K. Michelle. You know, she is one of those reality stars that I feel like it's just in her DNA to tell the truth and to be vulnerable. And I think that's why she's had such a successful, you know, passed on reality TV. And I think that's one of the reasons why Andy Cohen made an exception and brought her into the Real Housewives universe.
Asked him pop the question because he didn't have no other choice.
There is two Kim Sims. How do you feel today?
Yeah, I felt like she was being vulnerable, but at the same time, I did see comments and tweets where y'all are like, okay, wait, so she just moved to Atlanta, okay. She's just buying a house, okay. Her man don't even have a license to work in the state of Georgia. What is going on? And I say to those people, like, give her time. Like, y'all know what it is. Damn, like, she obviously came to Atlanta for this new era of her life. So we're gonna give her some time to get, you know, set up in Atlanta. So let's give K. Michelle some grace.
That's all I'm asking. Literally all I'm asking.
Now, before I really get into like how I really felt about this episode, I want to talk about Pinky Cole. Like, we didn't really get to see that much of Pinky in episode 1, and y'all know I had a problem with that. So I am very, very happy that we got to see a lot more Pinky in episode 2.
All right, I'm gonna help you out. You're gonna have to put some oil in there so the noodles don't stick.
Not you helping me out with mac and cheese. I've been cooking longer than you. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I feel like Pinky is one of those characters where the jury is still out. Like, I don't know how she's gonna fit in this world, but I think I like that. She had this moment where her husband was making me kind of nervous. I was like, ooh, child, we got a scene stiller.
You are so dominant, right? Listen, I'm the only person that don't put up with your shit. You used to everybody flocking to whatever you got.
No, I'm not.
No, I humbled you.
Who?
No, listen.
You did not humble me.
I did humble you.
Yeah, like, they both can talk, and they are both very, very confident people. And I was just like, okay, sir, like, this is our chance to get to know Pinky. You know, you add value to her story, but like, don't be making her look crazy. That's Charles Oakley's job. I'm sorry, Angel. Oh Lord, I'm gonna get blind. I take that back. You know, I didn't mean it. Cut the cameras, dead ass. Thank you guys so much for staying loyal to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Thank you so much for staying loyal to Bingeworthy. I want to know what you guys think about this episode, so comment below, tweet me at Bingeworthy on Twitter, and don't be afraid to comment on my Instagram because I'm always trying to see what the streets are saying about our show. And I don't want my videos to just always be about what I think. Like, I want to share some of the best of what you guys have to say too.
First message was, I just Kelly. So I was like, what? I said, why did he tell you that? So apparently he told him that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why would he tell him?
Because they're friends.
Oh, Jesus. I'm looking for somewhere to run.
Y'all, when Porsha said that she was going to be going live on TikTok and spilling Real Housewives of Atlanta tea while she was selling bundles and wigs, I did not expect her to be snatching wigs at the same damn time.
What else is going on?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like it was just so much tea, y'all. It was so much tea. I was in the middle of the live like, should I stop now so I can make a video? Like, the live is not even over and I had to like, I had to get off. I had to hurry up and let y'all know because I need somebody right now to check on Kelli because it went from worse to worse, sir.
We don't want to keep talking about things from the past, especially stuff that we're basically over. Something that happened almost a year ago. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We're talking about something almost a year ago, but you know, at the end of the day, I got to clear it up. And you know, that's what I'm gonna do. We'll get into it more as the episodes roll out because there's a lot that you're gonna see.
I was glad that Porsha decided to go ahead and speak on this because I do agree. When we were watching that show, I was just like, y'all gonna eat Porsha up for this scene because it felt like something was a little bit off.
You know, when it comes to Kelli, I'm the type of person, for me, I feel comfortable with someone when I can tell them my business. Right. And when I can like pour into them or if they got something going on that relates to me, the first thing I want to do is relate to you. Right. Like while you're telling me something, maybe the ADD, but while you're telling me something, I'm thinking of something that's similar. Right. So when I saw that
something
Kelli,
you guys can connect on.
Something we can connect on, something we can relate to. So when I first saw Kelli, I'm like, oh yeah, she's going through this. Me too. Right.
I'm screaming because y'all keep expecting Porsha to give this big apology and like come clean about the fact that she took that lady husband, but I feel like she's saying in her world that didn't happen. Like, clearly there's things that we don't know. And I do know that publicly, we do know that Fallon, she literally had a whole baby on Simon. Like, let's just stop.
You know, and I know we started off rocky with the you stole that woman's husband. I understood that. Right. But after that, she and I had a 2.5-hour conversation where I told her, listen, at the end of the day, I know you said that for, you know, the likes and the clicks and the, you know, the camera time of it all.
But then you guys had a reset after that.
We had a reset where I explained to her, like, listen, this person and that person, even though they were still going through a divorce and all of that, they had moved on from each other for whatever reason. So we had a deep conversation about that. So I'm thinking, oh, it's done, you know.
Right. We're good.
Congratulations to the ex for having a child, and congratulations to him for moving on. It was a broken situation. It was done, or whatever they did.
And if I was Porsha, that would have pissed me off too, because if we had a whole conversation, girl, why are you doing all of this for the show? Because it's not what the fans want to see.
You can think what you want to think about it. And she and I related, and she also told me a lot of her business when it came to her ex-husband, and we were like, okay, you know what? We're gonna be all right. Right. She left from my company, and we wasn't all right. So then I said, okay, this is odd. We kind of had this kind of go back and forth, like, you know, we tease each other and stuff like that. You know, like Ben and Jerry. Yeah, you know. And then when I saw her, you know, carrying on online and continuing this narrative that she knew the truth of, the after show of saying all these married men, it's like, okay, girl, now you're doing too much.
I know some of y'all want to see that stuff, but I want to see if it's real and authentic. Like, I want to see it from Cynthia or Phaedra or anybody else, baby. Anybody else. But I don't really need to see Kelli try to check Porsha.
And I ate it. And ever since then, she has rolled my back. I'm talking about she be just poking. And I'm used to being
Why do I have the visual look, Kelli, on your back?
I'm on you. Little backpack, Kelli.
At this point, I was just like, okay, y'all are crossing into bullying right here. Like, y'all can't be picturing on the girl like that. But I just feel like it just be happening with them.
You know, like, she riding my back. But, and I know all the fans are like, oh, Porsha, you know, get her ass, get her. But me, I'm just like, you know what, I'm used to it. As someone who used to let, when people poke me, change my character, I'm so still when people are poking me that it don't bother me like that. I think it bothered our followers and our fans of the show more than me. Right. But it did get to a point where I was like, you know what? If me and her gonna really have a friendship, let's just clear this up.
Have the conversation.
Let's have that lit back.
Now, Porsha, please be serious. Are you trying to tell us that you were forced to spill Kelli's tea out of love? Or what was that? Because, girl, make it make sense.
I'm just gonna have to lick you back. Because for me, you know, I grew up, there's my sister right here. Right. Okay? I have another brother, Brenton. I have another brother, Jose. Right. Lauren, when we used to end any argument, if you hit me, parents will say, get your lick back. Get your lick back. And once you get the lick back, you're done.
Then you're good.
We even. My mom would even be like, because my older brother, he would bite me. Oh, no, I would bite him. She would literally tell him, bite her back. Bite her back. He wouldn't even want to do it. She said, bite her back. He'll bite me, and I cry. And she said, that's it now. You can't hit him again because he got his lick back.
Y'all even now.
Yeah.
Right.
So I said, if me being, you know, highly communicative with her, me trying to really talk to her as a grown woman ain't working, let me take it to lick back.
Right.
Okay? So
and you almost realize, actually, when someone says something about you in this friend circle, it's not when you go get your lick back. No, it's not if you go get it back, it's when. You know what I mean? And sometimes you want to sit down a little bit. Right. And then when the right time comes, you be like, let me go and get it back right now.
And it's so funny.
So you kind of expect, you just don't know when it's coming.
Yeah, and what's so funny was I didn't realize, and again, thank everybody for who's just joined. I know this is getting juicy, but I want to thank y'all. When it comes to the right time for the lick back, I didn't know when it was going to be. But I was just...
So when you went when you went to, what was it called, Dirty Tea?
Yeah, Dirty Tea.
Okay, and it was properly named.
That was actually a good name for that scene, wasn't it?
When I said it was good and dirty tea.
It was good and dirty tea.
Listen, so you didn't know, and that when you went to have tea with them that you were going to address it at that time?
I can tell that Porsha really needed to get this off her chest because she just was giving us way more than I feel like she really planned to tell us. But y'all know I was not complaining.
I would address it with her at some point.
You gotta get that little lick back.
Just real quick. And to be honest with you, real quick. And to be honest with you, I didn't know that I would even have that information. I was literally standing in my kitchen.
So it fell into your lap.
I was standing. I'm gonna tell you the story because with the editing and how long it took me to tell her, it took a long time to tell her at tea time because she's loud. She kept interrupting me. So she was messing, you know. So anyway, I was in my kitchen.
Okay.
And I was hanging out with a friend.
Okay.
This particular friend, shout out to Claudia Jordan. I know she's gonna love this shout out. But shout out to Claudia.
Shout out to Claudia.
Shout out to Claudia. She just said, shout out to Claudia Jordan.
So this is what I have to ask you.
She just said the other day that Kelli and I have someone in common that we dated, which is true.
She did say that.
Which is true. There is someone that she and I dated.
Okay.
But this person I dated a while ago, and we're now just friends.
Okay.
But her and him, I don't know the relationship status, but apparently, you know, they had.
But they dated as well.
They dated as well. It's Atlanta, I guess. What it is, I didn't know, but it is what it is. So.
I can't lie, the story is a little bit wild. Like, what are the odds that Porsha would be with this man while he's getting the tea live? But sometimes the universe just takes over and makes sure that you're in the right place at the right time. Ain't that a Bible verse?
What did Phaedra say? It's giving Atlanta.
It's giving Atlanta.
It's giving Atlanta.
It's a small world in Atlanta.
It's giving Atlanta.
It's a small world. So that was true what Claudia said. She knows exactly who I'm talking about.
Come on, Claudia.
Because she's also really close to this person too.
Okay, so she knows.
So she knows. It's true.
Okay.
So we were standing in the kitchen. We were cooking out, fixing stuff or whatever. And he got a text message. And I said, he didn't say nothing to me. So he read a text message and he changed energy. And I said, oh, okay. So he said, look at this. And so he showed me, this is why I say I'm the receipt. He showed me in his phone the text messages as they were coming in. So I don't need to have anybody, it's not third party. I myself, it's not like he told me, he paraphrased. I read them out of his phone myself.
As they were coming in.
As they were coming in.
Bubbles loading.
They were
and
loading.
All that. You're like, okay.
So the first message was, I just effed Kelli.
And I hate that I have to say this in 2020 freaking 6, but close your legs to marry men. Everybody out there watching, everybody on the show, everybody in the streets, Nene has been telling us for 10, 15 years to close your legs to marry men.
I just this, right? So I was like, what? I said, why did he tell you that? So apparently, he told him that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why would he tell him that?
Because they're friends.
Oh.
And he told me because he was kind of in his feelings. So it was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna tell you because this.
Because he dated her as well.
Right.
Got it.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And at the time, I wasn't fully aware of that. But now when I look back, I'm like, oh, that's why yeah. So anyway, he
complicated.
Said, it's complicated. Woo. So he said, I just intimate with Kelli. And so I said, okay. So then I'm like, okay, so I'm reading. So then he says, she mentioned that she's on the phone with Porsha. So they done finished whatever they did. She's in the bed. He done went into the bathroom talking and, texting or whatever and said, she mentioned Porsha.
And Cynthia's the perfect person to like spill tea to because she's just sitting there like, oh, okay, yeah, and like before you know it, you done told Cynthia your whole life.
And so I thought to myself,
but why?
I said to him, I said, why would she mention me? And he said, well, she said something about Dennis. And so I said, huh? So then I thought about it. BET Awards was after the reunion. Remember the reunion?
Yeah.
So remember at the reunion, Dennis came to the reunion. And Dennis and Kelli kind of had a back and forth about her saying that he was trying to hit her up, and she asked him like, "What's going on?" Remember they had that back and forth.
Yeah.
Where kind of it seemed like they had kind of talked or something.
Right.
So she was apparently gossiping on the phone about that to this person she was on the phone with. And so she said my name just to throw him off. Because of course, he would be thinking, why you mentioning Dennis? You know, whatever.
Yeah, this is the part that wasn't really making a lot of sense to me. So I'm so glad that Porsha slowed that thing down and explained it to us in a way that makes a little bit more sense. I'm sure she's still keeping it cute in case you are watching it and you're like, wait, girl, what? Like, she can't really put it all the way out there.
I'm like, well, that's damn weird. Why would she say my name? Again, I thought about, oh, damn, this is after reunion. She's talking to someone about the situation that happened at reunion.
Okay.
So she's there at BET Awards with Shamea, but Shamea wasn't there in the room, of course, nothing like that.
Well, I hope not.
No, she wasn't. So anyway, he continues with the text messages. So he asked, so I said, we need to be shout. I said, so ask him, well, how they met or whatever. He said, oh, well, we met on the plane. And I said, what? So I said, well, ask him, like, what happened? He said, we was on the plane, we met, we was drinking. And, she told him the room, and they went and, did adult things. But he's married.
It's so crazy to me because, like, as a influencer, a Bravo influencer, a blogger, whatever you want to call me, I get tea delivered to my desk all the time. But imagine being a housewife on the show and somebody calling you and let you know that one of your friends, essentially, is f***ing a married man. Like, this is so good.
So I'm standing there, and I'm like, now I know damn well this sound box ain't been screaming that I'm sleeping with a married man, and she is in the bed at a hotel room with this married man.
And so they're texting you.
Yeah, and they're texting him, and I'm reading it live. I'm reading it.
Lord.
So I said, oh my God. So I said, I'm just gonna hold it. I said, I didn't tell nobody. I kept it to myself. He was like, well, if you want to, you can say it if you want. And I was like, I don't know. I see how this season goes. I see if she has, what.
That's called, in housewife world, keeping one in the chamber.
Keeping one.
And just keeping it until you're ready to fire it.
Yes, that is keeping one in the chamber. Reminder, y'all, we are still locked and loaded. We're still shopping. We are still on TikTok Live. I promise y'all, this ain't a podcast.
Listen, when I say this thing took a whole turn.
But we having tea time.
Listen, we are, but we still selling these wigs too, right?
Yes. So we're gonna get to the sale in just a moment. Let me finish this up. So that's why it sounded confusing on the show, because you see how long it takes to explain that. A scene is only a couple minutes.
Yeah.
And of course she's talking over me, they couldn't get it. So that's why I had to rehash it to the producer in my confessional. Exactly.
Y'all, I've never even thought about buying a Go Naked wig for obvious reasons. But if I gotta buy a wig to keep Porsha back on these lives, giving us Real Housewives of Atlanta tea like this week after week, hell, I need a budget to start buying. This live was so good, and it makes me really want more from Porsha. Like, should we get a podcast? Should we get a talk show? Like, this is better than, this is up there with Wendy Williams tea to me.
Because context is everything.
Context is everything.
And we have no control of editing, you guys. So we could have, that conversation could have been 20 minutes, and what you guys will see is what, maybe 2 or 3 minutes of it?
2 or 3 minutes.
At best?
So it's gonna be choppy.
Yeah.
So all she did to confuse the situation was say, why would I be talking about Porsha and Dennis while having sex? Well, I didn't say that. I didn't say that you did. I said that it was a conversation.
I actually said in my confessional too. I was like, why would they be talking about the last thing is somebody's having sex with a married man is talking about Porsha and Dennis. They should be talking about the wife.
The wife. Exactly. But yeah, so anyway, it was crazy, and I could say more, but I'll say more later.
But you will not right now.
I will not.
We'll be selling these wigs tonight.
For huh?
1.5 mil.
It was the tea. Okay, the tea is spicy.
A
receipt.
Oh my God.
So with that being said, we're at 1.5 million.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, let's do it.
It's giving house divided.
You think it's giving divided?
No, I do. Actually,
divided?
yes. What you looking at, Angela?
Say it with your chest, Angela.
You still already. Are you part of the
Oh, absolutely not.
You come across the
not by you.
Y'all, I feel so bad for Pinky right now because I feel like on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, sometimes as a housewife, you really gotta wake it up. And sometimes in order to wake it up, you gotta really take out somebody that could have been a fave down the road. I just feel like this was such an opportunity that presented itself out of the blue, and Angela was just like, look, it's time to wake it up. And Angela Oakley, Miss Oakley, the big O, not the little one. Girl, we thank you.
Let's eat!
It's Justin Diego back with another binge-worthy video, and y'all, today we gotta talk about how Angela Oakley woke it up on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and fans who have not watched the show in years, and fans who have watched the show while hating on the show, are even saying that this is such an iconic read session that it's making people think about the good old days. And when I'm talking about the good old days, the very good old days, they're bringing up Nene Leakes' name, y'all. And I love to see it. Okay, so I was looking forward to this soft girls trip because we know that the girls are actually going out of the country. So my expectations were not really high on this one, but thank God I'm pleasantly surprised.
Shut up now, booty. Thank you.
We're gonna mainly focus on this read session between Angela Oakley and Pinky Cole. But y'all, like, let's talk about how we got here because I can't lie, I was a little bit frustrated when they did the same, we're picking rooms. Like, it's just like, when me and my friends go on trips, we don't be arguing about like who gonna get what room. Like, somebody might run and get the room they want and we just be like, okay, but I don't really care for that petty drama. But y'all already know, some of these girls, they see a moment and they take it.
Look at this bed. I think the twins' bed bigger than this. Yeah, they got a stain on it.
I feel like, good for you, Cynthia, or production, whoever it was who decided to put Kelli where she belongs, baby. Y'all could have cleaned the room though.
I know this cannot be the luxurious life. The last time that I done been in a hotel room like this is in high school. I have leveled up, you know. I know that I might be going through my financial situations, but the finances ain't this goddamn bad.
Girl, why you acting like you never been somewhere? Like, I hate when they go to these things and like they talk trash about where they are because these people were nice enough to let y'all film this damn scene in here. They were nice enough to let y'all film this girls trip. So it's just like, girl, I see why Cynthia was like, okay, if you say nasty, dirty one more time, I'm gonna have to slap it out of you. Yeah, but of course, Kelli and Shamea really, really hated being assigned this room. And I feel like this is the one time I'm gonna make an exception. Like, I love the petty drama because we need to let some of these girls know exactly where they stand on the show. Like, Shamea, girl, this is a lesson of watch the friends you keep because other than that, you really deserve to have a nice room. But sometimes, you know, sometimes you just go down because of the people who are around you, girl. I'm sorry. And I'm sure Cynthia's sorry too. So yes, this situation with Angela and Pinky was so unexpected. And I don't feel like Angela was really poking Pinky, but I definitely feel like Angela was just like, girl, who you feeling like?
I wasn't trying to be a threat to you, but you come across as bothered. Come on, so you're looking at the physical. We can go dollar for dollar.
Bitch, these heels is high as hell. I'm as tall as you.
Bitch.
And then Porsha is sitting there instigating, talking about bitch. And then Angela like, bitch. And everybody at the table like, who the bitch? Who the bitch? I know it's not me. Porsha really knows how to bring the most out of a scene. Like, she knows how to perfectly like nudge the girls without taking over the scene. And I like that because some girls, they take over every moment and it's just like, slow down.
I don't know. Is everybody's hearts and minds clear? Phaedra and Pinky, are you guys good from the last conversation that y'all had?
Porsha, the producer that you are, the OG that you are.
I am a bad bitch.
Bad bitch that doesn't pay her bills.
How many husbands
You can never touch the money that I've got to touch in my
I can throw a rock and hit 10 people.
Honey, multi-million-dollar business.
Multi-million-dollar bill.
I have a lot of money. My husband is paid.
I know employees.
Okay, turn your fan on.
Okay, so I just feel like, Pinky, why are you sitting here acting like the streets ain't been talking? Like, everybody knows about what allegedly went down at Bar Vegan. I see on Twitter, people are just like, oh, Angela must have researched her. Angela must have researched Pinky to come in here and lay out all this tea. No, like, that's one of the things that I was really shocked by when they first announced that Pinky was joining the show, because I feel like, yes, Pinky has had an iconic run in Atlanta. Everybody knows Slutty Vegan, whether you've tasted it or not, whether you're vegan or not. We know that brand, and we know that we be seeing how people are about those damn food trucks.
Yeah.
And we know that we all be seeing those lines wrapped around the building. But more recently, Pinky has been in the headlines for different reasons.
Real Housewives of Atlanta star Pinky Cole is back in the news again, but this time it's because of her former Bar Vegan CFO, Aaron Madison, who was recently indicted for charges of theft by taking, forgery in the first degree, and money laundering. Let's get into it. Back in July 2022, a former employee filed a lawsuit alleging unpaid minimum wage, overtime, and withheld tips. Pinky has previously denied intentionally withholding wages and pointed to internal management challenges during rapid expansion.
And I just was so proud of Angela because, like, I feel like in that one little clip, there were at least 3 new reads that can be added to the Housewives Hall of Fame.
I am a bad bitch.
Bad bitch that doesn't pay her bills.
A bad bitch who doesn't pay her bills. Like, damn, the girls can't even call themselves a bad bitch anymore. The girls can't even have positive affirmations, Angela. And that read about I can throw a rock and hit 10 people that you owe. One second, y'all. I need to add that. I gotta add that to my notes app because, girl, what?
I never cancel Christmas for my employees.
What are you talking about?
Baby, how you doing the
Cancel
giveaway and you
Christmas?
owe people?
What are you talking about?
You owe employees, baby.
What are you I don't owe no employees.
You sure about
at
that?
all.
Like, this is what I'm talking about. We know that allegedly Bar Vegan got shut down because of a judgment where Pinky wasn't paying her employees a certain amount. I don't know if it was they weren't getting, I don't know if she was keeping their tips. I know you heard of no tax on tips. Apparently it was no pay on tips. No, seriously, like, I feel like we all knew that, right? And that's where iconic reads are born. When you base your read on real live tea, baby, it doesn't get much better than that. And Angela is so quick with it. Who knew? I mean, I knew, but I know some of y'all didn't know.
I owe you a new lace front.
Hey, Mr. Clean, don't do it, Papa Smurf.
And I owe you some new veneers, okay? Because that overbite that you got going on
Girl,
right
not
there.
the way your teeth comb in.
I know you ain't.
The incestuous teeth you got.
Angela! Like, oh, like this is, we've all loved a rehearse read or two. We've seen them on the show by multiple housewives, not just Phaedra, but a lot of the girls have had some rehearse reads, but it feels like these reads are just falling out of Angela's mouth. And it's almost like she speaks a different language.
This is a duel, honey, and I'm not sure who is going to fall on the sword.
Bitch, don't you got menopause?
No, I don't. Talk to me when you get your business back.
Those incestual teeth in your mouth. I was like, what does that even mean? And I saw on Twitter, she was basically saying that the teeth are too close together when they're from the same mouth. Which means it's like siblings and being incestuous. Like, I would be like, okay, cut the cameras. Cut the fucking cameras. Dead ass.
I don't want to hear all that.
And the thing is, like, I feel like Pinky could have recovered, but it's just like every choice that she made was a bad one. Like, Rachel Lindsay was just like, sometimes when you get read like this, you got to just be like, okay, girl, like you ate me up, and go on about your dinner, baby. Because like Pinky just kept trying really hard to like dig up more and more insults, and then Angela would use those same insults to get in her ass, and that's how it's done. That's how you graduate to an OG on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I could not be more proud.
Talk to me when you get your business back.
Bitch, I just want my business.
No, you didn't.
Cash.
No,
you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Angela, do you know something that we don't know, girl? Don't tell us yet. Don't tell us yet. We want to see this thing prolonged, baby. We want to see this beef continue to grow. So save some stuff. Like, what did Porsha call it? Having a bullet in the chamber? Leave that bullet in the chamber.
As you tell.
You can kiss my ass. Hold on.
No, you didn't.
You can kiss my ass.
If someone tells me to kiss their ass, I need it to be a rump roast, not a flat steak. I want to lift it and pull it out.
But this is how y'all know that a scene is going good, when it starts off with some girls not wanting to be a part of it, and then it turns into a mandatory group scene.
Oh, you definitely not my type with your sweaty ass.
You got investors looking for you.
The only person that's looking for you is that lash glue that you need to put on your eyes.
That you borrow from me, girl?
Let me tell you why you a hating ass bitch.
I'm a hating ass bitch.
Yeah, like it just was going really, really bad. It was going from worse to worser. And the unfortunate thing about it is it wasn't ever getting better for Pinky. Like when she stood up, I was like, okay, she about to have an iconic walk off. And then she sat back down.
You out of here.
Oh, you gonna go? You not finished?
Oh, no, I'm not going
You
nowhere.
not finished telling people
I'm
about
not
your
going
business?
nowhere. Actually, you know what?
I would rather her had ran, to be honest. Like, I would rather her had ran.
Let me tell you something.
In all of my years, never seen this before. And I've never seen somebody pursue a walk-off and then reverse Uno and sit back down.
Hello?
So yeah, now we know that Angela and Pinky do not see it for each other, and I like that because I didn't really love when Angela was trying to go up against Phaedra. Like, I feel like she looks way better sitting there on the queen side of the table with Phaedra and Porsha. Like, you know, like it doesn't give pick me. It just gives, I've earned this seat. And this beef with Pinky, I think it's good for the both of them, y'all. It's really good for the both of them. It really is.
Oh, stop. And you won't disrespect me. You won't disrespect me. We are. With millions in assets.
You must be obsessed. You know everything about me.
I don't know nothing about you.
I hate when the girls do that. Like when a girl knows your tea, then you be like, oh, you're obsessed. Babe, I'm doing my job, hun. Like, you're right, I'm obsessed with this check. I'm obsessed with never being in another foreclosure. I'm obsessed with not having my damn portfolio snatched from me again. Like, you damn right, I'm obsessed. And again, I can't say this enough. Y'all, I love to see it.
My husband don't even like you talking about.
We don't have a living wife in the basement.
What are you talking about?
What?
We're all still getting to know our new housewives. But I will say, there is something up with that situation. And Pinky, don't get mad. I'm just doing my job, girl. Damn, I'm working with what I can see on the show. And you are the one who was lying to that man about filing bankruptcy. And in the end, you ended up filing bankruptcy. So.
Bullshit! She better not have.
Don't fight me. Don't fight me. I'm just saying.
Case closed. Next case.
I am very, very, very happy with this domestic girls trip. Like, it's giving international girls trip vibe. Like, can we talk about this private jet moment with Stella Jets? Like, shout out to Stella Jets for getting our girls together. Like, I know y'all seen those charcuterie boards. Is that how you say it? Charcuterie? The boards with the meats and the cheeses, baby. And I guess they had a vegan one for Pinky. But I just feel like this is the vibe that our girls deserve. And I can understand Porsha's frustration and Cynthia's frustration because it's just like, girl, I partnered with Stella Jets to get this up and popping. We're here at this beautiful mansion that's blessed. It's a God-fearing mansion. And you have the nerve to bring negative energy here? You have the nerve to act like your broke ass could do better? Don't piss me off. Do not piss me off.
Be mad, girl. You got a lot to be mad about. And I'm gonna continue making you mad.
Okay, y'all, we're officially about halfway through this marathon. Let me know how you guys are feeling, and if you're a real one, drop a peach emoji in the comment section so I know that you watched basically all the way to the end.
Well, I don't need no you run around here telling folks that I'm
I was really hoping that I would be able to get on the internet and be like, oh, it's cool, like Porsha and K Michelle just had a small little hiccup, like they're still gonna be besties and they're gonna run the Real Housewives of Atlanta together. Well, I was wrong. I won't be able to do that because I got on Twitter and K Michelle was going off minutes after the episode ended.
That girl eat. Like, get some food.
This Dallas girls trip has been everything. I know that normally we really do like to prioritize our like top tier international girls trips, but Atlanta, I don't know, y'all might need to go back to Dallas. Like we might need a Real Housewives of Dallas black version or something because it's something about this episode or something about this girls trip that actually has spanned over 3 episodes that just has me seated and like ready to officially say that the Real Housewives of Atlanta is so fucking back. And if you are mad about it, you're not watching the same show because these last couple of episodes have really been having me genuinely laugh. It's had me watching it live, which sometimes it's been hard for me to watch live. To give up Sunday Fun Day for Atlanta Housewives lately has been really hard. But on Sunday nights, these last few weeks, I have been sitting on ready and I've been happy to do it. I be feeling bad half the time watching the show because I'm just like, they are working my girl, Cynthia. They have her doing all this for a friend of RHOA. The girl is getting diamonds personally flued out. She's getting police escorts. She's renting a beautiful villa, mansion. I don't even know what they call them in Dallas. Like, do y'all even call them mansions? Because it had to be a 20, 30 bedroom. And like, she's partnering with Adrienne Maloof from The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills' first season. These are some iconic peach-holding activities happening and we don't get to give Cynthia, you know, a mid-season peach? Bravo, y'all gotta make this right.
She is the mother I never had.
I'm like, Porsha, y'all keep disrespecting this woman when she has been treating y'all like queens. And as a viewer who wants to be a producer, I be watching Cynthia's face. She just be like, I know this has to happen, but why are they doing this when I got these people involved?
Honestly, I just want to be on a beach somewhere, sipping myself a nice tequila commissariat.
But yeah, y'all, this is the best domestic girls trip that we have had on The Real Housewives of Atlanta in a long time. I just feel like everybody is funny, everybody is clocked in, and even the girls that be getting on my nerve, you know, has made me chuckle a little bit. These last couple episodes.
Wow, that is stunning.
Thank you for putting my old house on my neck.
But I do have to say, unfortunately, we're losing the plot. But I guess losing the plot is the plot. Y'all, it's a mess. Yeah, this whole K Michelle breakdown is really hard to watch because it's coming kind of out of left field, and I don't know if K Michelle is, I don't know. I really want the girl to do good. Like I put all my money on K Michelle, but at the same time, I'm kind of seeing some of the stuff she's putting down.
I watch these women who have dealt with things from gossip try to judge me.
That vagina is clean. I don't know, this one might be a little scent.
No, because I did find it interesting that Porsha had that to say about the oysters. And I think the thing that made it interesting for me is I know about some of the past rumors and I kind of have read between the lines and I kind of have an idea of kind of what was going to happen with them. But I looked specifically at K Michelle's face and I'm glad production was getting the cameras at the angles that they needed to be at, because she was getting fed up like as it was happening. But I could also see K. Michelle was like really trying to keep it cute. So yeah, if you haven't watched the last few episodes, apparently K. Michelle caught wind of this scheme that Todd had been setting up. And the last couple of episodes, the girls have been wondering like, who is Todd in this scenario? And it turns out that allegedly Porsha, Williams, and Drew Sidora are trying to take K. Michelle down. And I'm just like, okay, like, no shade, I can see Drew. I can see Drew's involvement, but I wasn't really expecting Porsha, because I really wanted Porsha and K. Michelle to be good on this show. I wanted to believe that fantasy of like Porsha bringing her into this friend group, even though I know sometimes production be like partnering new girls with people. But I feel like viewers, we wanted to see Porsha and K. Michelle. Like, it makes sense. And I do feel like we're seeing this different side of Porsha. Like, I'm getting a little bit more like mother, what do you call it? She is mother, but what do you call it? That maternal. I'm feeling more of like a maternal side of Porsha as it relates to K. Michelle, or at least I was feeling that. I feel like her years off the show and obviously being a good mother to PJ has helped her to be a little bit more patient with K. Michelle, because K. Michelle has been a little bit nervous with this group, which is interesting considering what we thought we knew about K. Michelle. So yeah, like when Porsha was just like, girl, who is it? Tell me, because if I gotta step in and check the bitch myself, I'll do that. Even if it's me, tell me. So yeah, I just hated that it got to this point. But I can't say that K. Michelle is completely like off the deep end. Because we do know that the girls do package some shit up and they do bring it to these cameras. That's just the way it goes on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So let's stop acting like that's not how things happen.
Thank
Are you serious?
Thank you. And I want you as a person to know that you are a low-down motherfucker, and that's why you ain't got shit.
I do find that it's really weird that it's centered around a man that Drew is not even claiming, though.
Well, I don't need no you run around here telling folks that I'm around no man.
Nobody that, girl. I never
got
told
enough
nobody
men
that.
running
First
around
of all,
here
I never
saying
told
stuff.
nobody that. So let's be clear. Let it be clear. I've never told nobody that. Don't you
Don't
me
know
that.
Sit down.
This is the man that Drew has repeatedly said she don't really want to claim. She don't really like want to take it there. Whether she's lying and like she's trying to keep her relationship on the DL is none of our business, because when the cameras are rolling, she makes it seem like the man ain't nothing.
Hold up, sweetheart. Let's get it together before you want to read.
So for K. Michelle to feel like this was a scheme, it's really hard for me to grasp, but I do feel like they kept bringing it up and they kept being like, oh, you know him and da-da-da-da. So I don't put it past Drew. I'm sorry. I just don't. And honestly, if Drew was trying to bring that to production, good. Like, that actually would have been good for both of them. And technically, it worked. Everybody was just so funny because Shamea was going off trying to defend her good name. Angela Oakley was doing the Lord's work and waking it up. Like, can we talk about it?
Shamea, I'm always looking in your face because it's the same face you've been making.
Can we talk about how Angela Oakley is like the perfect pot stirrer? And actually, it was so funny to me when Shamea was just like, girl, I just feel like you're messy. Like, you're just messy. And Angela Oakley was basically like, well, duh. Like, of course, like, and I am. Now what? Now what? And you messy too.
Okay, you can have that.
Great.
You can have that.
Done.
Because sometimes that's actually a compliment, because the fans, we like likable, messy people. Like, we don't like messy people who get on our nerves. Kelli. We like likable, messy queens who we deem queens of the mess. You can't self-appoint yourself. And if you watch the episode, you know that we still haven't gotten down to the bottom of it. And I have a feeling that this is going to grow and grow and grow, and it's going to become like a much bigger issue. So let's talk about how this whole situation with this alleged scheme that Porsha and Drew set up has just caused the group to really go into a for sure divide. I was peeping that K. Michelle seemed to be closer to like Shamea and Kelli for some reason, but it's official now. And now they seem to have officially got Pinky involved. And I just was just like watching the episode like, K. Michelle, no. Like, if I was production, I would have stepped in and been like, girl, I'm sorry. I know you think that this is cute for you, but we're gonna need you over here in the main breakoff scene with the winning team because K. Michelle, like...
Does it not hit in your head that maybe you're wrong?
And I love, you know, all of our girls, and you know, y'all already know how I feel about Shamea already picking the wrong team. So it's just like, this is no shade to Shamea. I hope that one day she can be revitalized. What is it called? Remediation. What is it called? After therapy. I just hope one day Shamea will see the light and realize, you know what? I get it. I'm not f***ing with Porsha like this, but I got to do better than this. I really do hate to see it, y'all, because when Phaedra, Porsha, Angela, Drew, and Cynthia sat down on that bed together, that's what we want to see. Like, that, to me, that was so entertaining. And the fact that they came together and within 2 minutes, the ancestors was like, get on Twitter if you want to know the tea, get on Twitter because you're going to find K. Michelle there. And she was actually there. It's so funny and just so classic Atlanta Housewives. And I really was hoping at any moment K. Michelle was going to come walking through the door and hopping on the bed or something. I just hated to see, like, K. Michelle really going down what I feel like is the wrong road. And that led us to the point in the episode where people started to feel like people are putting a bug in K. Michelle's ear. And as a viewer, I'm sorry, like, something is going on. Like, it just does not make sense to me.
And I don't know where this can go.
Shamea is fighting for her life, basically saying, I'm not putting no bug in her ear. I'm not telling her this mess, but somebody is telling her. And there's a reason why she chose Shamea and Kelli to be listening ears. Like, I'm sorry. I'm just so confused. And I don't want to feel like Shamea is purposely like steering K. Michelle into this weird, like, let me go against Porsha storyline.
Feeling like they've had a little team meeting and they've all come together to say, we're gonna put this on Shamea.
But until we find out who is doing it, baby, we need a name. and for viewers who are watching the show, it's looking like you, Shamea. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it just is.
Now kissing ass and everybody's a go naked model now.
Y'all come in right now and let me know, who do y'all feel like is behind this mess? Because I personally don't know for sure if it's Porsha, Drew, Shamea, like who's involved, but this is some mess. Seriously, comment and let me know. Y'all, I was really hoping that I would be able to get on the internet and be like, oh, it's cool, like Porsha and K. Michelle just had a small little hiccup, like they're still gonna be besties and they're gonna run the Real Housewives of Atlanta together. Well, I was wrong. I won't be able to do that because I got on Twitter and K. Michelle was going off minutes after the episode ended, talking about, I don't care how crazy it looked, all that behind the scenes producing these ladies did, I knew about all of it. I sat there and I watched quietly. I'm not new to this. And I guess she started seeing all of the tweets and comments that were not on her side, so she took it up a notch saying, don't sit in my face and play like you don't know what I'm talking about. You want a reaction and you can have it. Say it to my face or be quiet, you fucking coward. Okay, I added the F word, but you know, like I had to put some sauce on it, y'all.
Very careful. Hold on. Very careful. This is what I said. I should be very careful.
And fans we're not having it talking about, Kay, I love you, but you taking a detour down the wrong road, baby, ... You about to get a flat tire. Turn this bitch around now. And I actually agree, like, oh, like, I just really hate to see this, y'all. And someone else said, oh, Porsha clocked it when she said, you did this season way too wrong and you will look back and regret it. The group that you chose will be the demise of you on this show, K. Michelle. You know, I don't know everything, and I'm not always right, but I don't know, y'all. I'm feeling like a lot of us are feeling that same exact way, and we can only go based off what we see and what we know now. So I'm hoping that something changes. But, you know, Porsha, she hopped on Twitter and she didn't like what she was seeing either. She said, who is a coward? ? I would define a coward as a person tweeting from the same house 2 doors down from me. Next time, let's do our job and bring it to my front door in real time, in all caps. That's how it's done on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Oh, y'all, this is hard because I love Porsha and I was starting to love K. Michelle. Like, I'm one of the people who I was defending my gut sis, and I was just like, I don't want to hear nothing about no love and hip hop bullshit. We're gonna let K. Michelle sit on this in this circle. I never saw this coming, and I really, really do hate to see it. I really do. And K. Michelle clapped back saying, Porsha, it's no different than you being 2 doors down from me on my ex sitting in my face like you a girl's girl while telling him my business, you damn bimbo, with the rolling my eyes emoji. Cause how you gonna come for me on my own? Cause you know I run Twitter. I can't even really enjoy this like I would enjoy it if it was people who I was excited to see beef. I hate this, y'all. I hate it so much. Like, why couldn't K. Michelle pick anybody else? Like, girl, pick Drew. Well, Drew is kind of played out. Everybody goes for Drew, but this sucks. And Queens of Bravo is basically, you know, seeing that Porsha cleared. The girls are seeing clock it, Porsha. Wrong road. Like, this one being said, oop, this wasn't even for me and I feel red. Y'all, this is not what I want to see. Is this what y'all want to see? Do y'all want to see K. Michelle and Porsha going at it like this? Because I wanted 2 queens to like link up and run the Real Housewives together. And here we go. Here we freaking go.
You don't sit this
Bitch, y'all not the one.
Okay.
Bitch, y'all ain't the one either, hoe. You gonna learn.
You don't put no drink up in my face.
Oh my God.
She a married preacher. She mad at me.
Bye.
Y'all, these last few weeks on The Real Housewives of Atlanta have been off the chain, and I do want to say that I do not condone violence, but Porsha, girl, you are better than me, and you must really be healed because lips would have definitely been busted if somebody had been waving a Tiffany wine glass like that all up in my damn face.
Don't sit no bitch. That close to me.
It's Justin Diego back with another binge-worthy video. And today, y'all, we gotta talk about this absolutely insane moment that happened right after Phaedra Parks had gotten all the girls calmed down and ready to wrap up the night, but somebody decided to be completely disrespectful in exchange for a much-needed moment, since we all fast forward every single one of her solo scenes when she hits our TV screens.
But we're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah, I'm talking about you, Kelli. I really keep trying to remember the exact moment where Kelli started being such an obsessed Porsha hater and trying to expose her on her own damn show. I really don't remember all this smoke, y'all. I'm sorry. Like, maybe I'm tripping, but I feel like last year, there was not all of this tension. And ever since episode 1, Kelli has been trying to paint Porsha as the world's biggest floozy. And honestly, y'all, at this point, it's getting kind of stale. So when Kelli had that outburst on Sunday night's episode, y'all, I balled my face up so damn fast because, girl, this wasn't even about you.
I think what we have established here is that Porsha is every Nigerian in Atlanta.
Everybody.
I'm really, really, really trying to understand how we, the viewers, are supposed to not see this obvious scheme that these girls are setting up to try to take Porsha down. Like, K. Michelle acts like they're trying to take her down, but I feel like the ultimate scheme is to take Porsha out of here. And I just feel like, Kelli, girl, even if we ever change our minds and stop loving Porsha, we're still not gonna choose you. So what's the point? Like, I really don't get it. I'm gonna get off her back one day, but there's a method to the madness. But, and this is a strong but, I will admit what happened next definitely had me screaming.
Everybody, you definitely that married ass man. You better get that goddamn drink on my face.
Play with me.
Okay.
No, because why would that lady put that damn glass so close all up in Porsha's face like that? Like, this is too much. Like, it's starting to be a little bit love and broke, love and divorced, love and all my is closed. And I don't know if that's what we want, or do we? Maybe we want it just a little bit. Just a little bit. I was just like this one fan who tweeted talking about, you know what, Kelli? You get your 8s from me. You ate this thing up.
Play with me.
Saying like, you can never get your 10s, girl. You can never get your 10s, but I guess I can give you a 5 or a 6, even though this fan is giving you 8. I do love it when our girls know how to turn it when they need to turn it, even though I feel like this moment was really supposed to be a moment for the viewers to finally get to understand what's going on between K. Michelle and Porsha. But I can't lie, like, it was really good seeing Porsha activated.
Y'all not the one. Bitch, y'all ain't the one either, ho. You gonna learn.
You don't put no drink up in my face.
Oh my God.
She a married preacher. She mad at me.
Bye.
And I feel like everything was just happening so quick, y'all, but did y'all peep that Porsha not only confirmed that it was a preacher that Kelli allegedly fornicated with, but Phaedra kind of validated what had happened? Chef's kiss.
She that married man on that plane, and you know exactly who he is.
I know.
You know exactly, he your goddamn plane.
Oh my God.
She a married preacher. She mad at me.
Yes.
Okay, here's what I think Kelli realized over the summer or before they started taping. She doesn't really have a largely compelling personal storyline anymore, and I feel like she doesn't have the cash flow to really portray that wealth that she wants to portray and to like be comfortable around our girls.
I mean, she don't have $1,000.
So I feel like Kelli realizes that all attention is good attention, and the quickest way to get good or bad attention is to comfort Porsha in the way that she's coming for her. Like, I know she tried it her first season and then she kind of calmed down, but I feel like that's gonna be her gameplay. And I won't be surprised if we never get a real storyline out of Kelli this season other than her trying to wake it up and make sure that Porsha earns this huge Real Housewives of Atlanta check that she'll probably never get. And with that being said, you know, I guess it finally makes sense to me why they let her come back on the show this season. Like, that's the best I can come up with. So yeah, I feel like anything she can do to make a moment, Kelli is gonna do it.
Have your moment.
I've received some really disturbing messages, really disturbing DMs, and one thing I don't do is break up anybody's home or anyone's business or anyone's relationship. That is not my thing. It's never been my thing. Regardless what I have been through in my marriage, I was a wife for 11 years. And when it comes to cheating and when it comes to things pertaining to a family, that bothers me and that affects me. So I just want to say this. I'm not going to call out any person I'm not calling out a pastor. I'm not calling out a name. I'm literally just telling you guys, at the end of the day, this is a show and it's all fun and games. But when I have people sending me messages about their families and their congregations, I want no parts of this, right? Y'all ain't gonna get me banned from church.
Here's my issue with this live that Kelli did. Like, I just feel like you're sitting here trying to get fans to see you as this victim now, when ever since we met you, you've been trying to call Porsha all kinds of floozies and really trying to paint her as this person who is morally corrupt. So I feel like now that, what do they say? It ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. The rabbit got the gun now and you gotta cope.
I want to still be able to go to church and I want to still be able to praise and worship, okay? So this list that's going around and you guys tagging these pastors and tagging congregations, it has to stop. Enough is enough. I don't play it. I don't like it. It's not fun. And these are people's real livelihoods. And I have had to deal with someone affecting my real livelihood on this show.
It's something about this video and her energy in the video that just seems like, I guess it's because she's laughing and stuff. Like, I know some people laugh when they're nervous. I laugh when I'm nervous. But it almost seems like you're getting a kick out of all this. Like, there's so many people who never saw that list. And here you go talking about the list. And I was never going to talk about the list because I think that, you know, like, some of us were raised in the church and we don't play like that.
Let's cut it out, okay? I'm not a part of the Mile High Club. I'm not interested in a pastor. I'm not interested in sleeping with anybody's husband. I am very much happy with who I'm with and what's going on.
Moving on. Okay.
And again, this isn't just something that Porsha just pulled out of her ass and just came for Kelli about. Like, Kelli has been so vocal about saying that Porsha's the one who be fucking married men. So it's just like, if I was Porsha, you damn right. If anybody off the streets even send me half of a receipt or half of a alleged rumor, you damn right I'm gonna clock your tea, bitch. I'm gonna clock it every time. So I don't really see no problem so far.
Y'all, cut this out. Seriously. I mean, at the end of the day, y'all got this whole list of pastors that's going on. Y'all need to literally, at this point, make a donation on Sunday.
And I feel bad that I don't feel bad, but this live clip that, you know, somebody recorded, it's not really given I'm sad and I'm a victim and I'm scared or I'm frustrated. It's really given like, thank y'all for talking about me. Damn, it take all this. Like, don't be hurting other people, but thank y'all for talking about me. And it's coming off really, really cocky and condescending, to be honest.
Candy, come back down here because these hoes is lying. I will deal with freak and fraud at reunion. Okay?
Boom, and there it is. What the hell does Kandi Burruss have to do with this? Why are you talking about freaking fraud? Something that Nene said a decade ago on this show. Like, these girls, y'all love to be mad at us for being fans and mad at us for loving the OGs. And clearly, y'all love them too. Clearly, y'all study them too. So why the hell y'all don't want us to be loyal to our OGs when you're their biggest fans?
I don't like that.
It was hilarious when Nene Lethea OG Leaks coined the term freak and fraud on Watch What Happens Live, but that does not extend to you, babe, especially when the streets are saying you be disrespectful to Nene Leaks and you almost got into it with her down at the damn Four Seasons or whatever the hell y'all were.
Just when you think we're not watching or not paying attention, we are always on it.
So don't be using her stuff. That's just weird. And if you want to use something, use close your legs to marry men. That's the main one.
And that's it. Let's grow up. Let's have some fun. Let's enjoy the show. And just leave it at that.
Now, I ain't trying to out nobody's family, but don't send no bitch that close to me.
Close your fucking legs to marry men, girl. Damn. To be honest, I really don't give a damn either way because the last thing that I really want to think about is Kelli fornicating, but this tea is so piping hot, y'all, and fans are already trying to connect the dots, with some fans praising Kelli for getting the queen of the show riled up, talking about Kelli ate her up with the quickness. P was extremely bothered. It's funny because it's true. And laugh my freaking behind off. I don't know, y'all. Kelli is taking it right now because she's activating Porsha with the I like that emoji. I live, honey. While other Housewives fans were completely disgusted, talking about, please get her off my show. Kelli is so mother freaking tacky and annoying. Kandi, Sherri, Nene, Kim Zolciak would have all hated her too. With more Housewives fans chiming in, talking about, now, Kelli waving that glass in her face, wanting Porsha to hit her, doing that mess on purpose. This girl is really playing dirty, and you never win when you play dirty, honey. And now when Porsha beat Kelli up, I don't want to hear nothing. The crying laughing face emoji. Before another fan joined the chat saying, Kelli's obsession with having an issue with Porsha Williams is embarrassing. Constantly interjecting and now shoving a glass in Porsha's face? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Kelli is really desperate for that screen time and it don't make no sense. Comment right now and let me know how you guys feel about this Porsha versus Kelli mess. Everybody shut the fuck up! I'm tired of all the think pieces about K. Michelle.
What the hell is the issue?
I just need to think. You know, everybody is like, oh, she's too sensitive, she's crazy, she's this. What about how she's an icon and how we should be happy that she's coming to revitalize the Real Housewives of Atlanta? What about that?
Oh, that's no. In the sense that, no. You know what I mean? Like, when I'm saying that.
I wish it was that easy, and I really wish I could just say that, but there is a lot to say about K. Michelle, and I'm doing something that I never do because I really don't even really know what to say. So y'all, I don't have anything prepared. I'm just going off vibes. I'm just going off how I feel. And the first thing I want to say is, I think it is clear that K. Michelle is doing the Real Housewives of Atlanta a lot different than any of us thought she would, different than the cast thought she would, different than production thought she would, and definitely different than a lot of her fans thought she would. And I feel like the jury is still out. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing because we're talking. Yeah, if you watched the last couple of episodes, you know that things are not looking the best for K. Michelle. But I will say, at this dinner, we were finally starting to get answers to why she seems to just like not really see it for Porsha.
My first encounter sitting down was you telling another woman that she slept with somebody at the BET Awards. That threw me for a loop. That closed me off. So I started to move and proceed with caution.
And if we're being honest, a lot of us love Porsha. Some of y'all are hating and I can never say anything good about Porsha. Like, y'all want me to call her every type of floozy, every type of and bring up people who are irrelevant, never been relevant on this show, like to try to slut shame her. But I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, it feels like K. Michelle just decided, you know what, I'm not with Porsha. And I agree with Porsha. Like, I feel her when she said, I wish you would have just said you just aren't interested in being my friend. Because I feel like I've been in friend groups or I've been in situations where my best friend has gotten other friends, and then those friends come in and they act weird and I call it like I see it, and I don't be having it. So I'll be like, yeah, I don't want to be around that bitch ever again. And in those cases, I just be like, damn, I wish you would have just said you want to be his friend and not my friend, and we would have been done with that. So yeah, I get it. But I do feel like K. Michelle has some valid points. Like, imagine all the stuff that we could never even know happens to get you from point A to point B in terms of being considered for the show, then actually like going through the process of like having these meetings and like getting to where it's like, okay, I'm probably going to do this show. Like I'm signing the contract, So we don't know what kind of calls were had. We don't know what those meetings entail. I feel like those meetings probably sounded something like, I'm not bringing up this. Don't bring up that. Don't have this hoe bring up this. And when I say that, I'm talking about those things that we learned from Watch What Happens Live, where apparently K. Michelle didn't want it brought to the show, like those rumors about her private parts. And we don't know how those conversations went. We don't know if producers pushed back. We don't know if the girls had any input that got brought back to her. But it seems like that made K. Michelle be a little bit on guard. And she finally said, like, when I come to this first scene, I see Porsha basically coming for Kelli. If we're being honest, that is a valid reason why you would be like, hold up. I'm trying to be linked up with this one. But at the same time, like, I feel like K. Michelle should have been a little bit more secure to know, like, you, Kelli, those are two different things, baby. And if I need to whack this girl from some stuff that she did to me last year, that ain't got nothing to do with our new budding relationship and our ability to run this show together. So that was like strike one for her. Then she brought up different things that Porsha has done, like the whole miscarriage misunderstanding, which I feel like was genuinely a misunderstanding. But at the same time, I do know that Porsha is a professional. She's been doing this show for quite some time. So I can also kind of see it just a little bit as potential shade. But if I had to choose and go with my instinct and like my gut says that Porsha was just being Porsha, and she didn't really think that that would be an issue. I really don't think that she would play about that. Like she said, she's had miscarriages before, and I just don't see Porsha doing that. I just don't. Y'all say I'm biased. Of course I'm biased because I got a brain. Just like you got a brain. And there's going to naturally be cast members that you like more than others, baby. But I will be fair here on my channel. So with all of this being said, we couldn't even really get into what we really needed to get into because, as y'all know, that scene got interrupted by Kelli and her foolishness with Porsha. And I made a whole nother video about that, just whacking, what's her name? Kelli. But yeah, like, here's my thing. I really, really worry about K. Michelle on this show because I really, really do want this to work with her. I feel like this has been one of the funnest seasons of the Real Housewives of Atlanta so far that we've gotten in a long time. It's easy for me to talk about. It's easy for me to actually want to watch it. And I feel like K. Michelle is a part of that formula. And I feel like she has to figure out a way to turn this thing around because right now you're going up against, essentially the queen of the show right now. And that's not always a bad thing, but I feel like she needs to get some solid stuff against Porsha because there's just too many fans questioning her sanity, questioning her ability to fit in this group. And to me, that's the worst. Like, I'd rather you do something that pisses the fans off than for the fans to feel like you don't belong in this friend group because it's hard to recover from that. It really is. And then if you watch What Happens Live, I feel like K. Michelle, it's obvious that Andy loves her. And I feel like she had a little bit of PR training with her questions. And I did clock that when he asked her who she's close with, she said Phaedra and she said Kelli. She did not say Shamea, which was a little shocking to me because isn't it obvious watching the show that Shamea, Kelli, Pinky, and K. Michelle at this point have some sort of a closer friendship. I won't call it an alliance, even though it's given alliance, because I feel like that's frowned upon. But I found that really interesting that in present day, she doesn't have an issue with Phaedra. In present day, she doesn't consider herself that close to Shamea. So what happened, girl? Like, the girls want to know.
Did you know that? I didn't know that. Now you know.
I have a feeling that a mid-season trailer is coming soon, but we really need to know what happened that made K. Michelle closer to Phaedra and Kelli and not Shamea, because I don't think Shamea, Kelli, and Phaedra are linked up. So it wasn't a mistake. I feel like something is coming down the pipeline, and I know people got mad at me for speculating along with the show up into episode 8 that Shamea might have some sort of a thing going on behind the scenes that led to K. Michelle feeling away.
I'm really interested in having that conversation.
Yeah, like, clock that tea, y'all. Like, she's not close to Shamea anymore, and I can't wait to figure out what that's about. But at the same time, I feel like if you really pay attention, it's pretty obvious.
I wouldn't want to be in her shoes after this.
I also want to talk about this clip going around with Jason Lee where he talked to K. Michelle about how certain cast members were hitting him up when they found out that K. Michelle was coming onto the show.
When I heard K. Michelle was going over there, I started getting calls from people.
Yes.
Cast members saying, K. Michelle. And I go, yeah, I know K very well. She's coming in the show. I know. What do you think?
I know y'all are looking for some receipts, and I know y'all are looking for some tea to justify this weird theory that there is some sort of a scheme between Phaedra and Porsha, but I don't think that's it.
I told Phaedra, I said, Phaedra, you and Kim and Michelle need to become best friends.
I feel like that's normal, right? Like, if you find out new girls are coming on your show, you're gonna be calling around. You're gonna be trying to figure out who they are, what to prepare for. Ooh. Wait, cut the camera's dead ass. Not what to prepare. Well, yeah, what to prepare for, not to create a scheme. Like, I don't think that's evidence of them trying to scheme or come up with any bullshit to like come at K. Michelle. I feel like that's them wanting to know, like, what do you think the streets will think? Like, do you think this is good for us? Should we tell producers that we don't know? Like, I feel like that's normal and that's to be expected. If y'all think that new girls are coming on this show and it's not gonna be talked about before they step foot on the scenes, like, you're confused, babe. And I might have got to call myself. I won't say who these calls were from, but I got a couple calls myself, and I made a few outbound calls too. That's just the way it works. Let's stop.
Sprinkle, sprinkle.
I really, really, really want things to work out for K. Michelle, but if I'm delusional, y'all let me know. Comment right now and tell me, like, do y'all feel like K. Michelle is a good fit for the Real Housewives of Atlanta? Are y'all feeling like things can be salvaged, or are you already feeling like, get her off my show? I hope that's not how y'all feel. Actually, if you feel that way, say something else, because I don't want to hear that.
I'm having a fucking panic attack right now. I need to calm the fuck down because I'm having a panic attack right now.
I want to believe that K. Michelle is doing a great job and that we all love her. Because, I don't know, like I said when the first rumor started about K. Michelle joining, that I have this soft spot for her. And to be clear, I've never really been a super duper duper fan of K. Michelle. I've always respected her work and I've always respected what she's done. This is my first time being introduced to her in a way that, you know, I feel like will lead to me really being a huge fan of her. That was a long way of saying, that was a long drawn out way of saying this is my first time really, really getting to watch a show that K. Michelle is on. And I thought that if she came on this show, I would end up being a huge fan. So I am still hopeful and I really want the best for her. Like, I don't know, y'all. Like, I don't think she's an underdog or anything like that, but I want to see her win. I don't know what it is, and I hope that we all will be proud of her at the end of this, but I want to see K. Michelle win. I hate that people are talking about her in a negative way because we really should be hugging her neck because something about this season is super binge-worthy, and it might have a lot to do with the fact that K. Michelle is in the mix.
You are the trauma. Not the drama, the trauma.
I ain't signed up for no damn anxiety.
You're lying.
But I'm not lying.
No one's gonna hold her accountable to her lies?
We on Survivor's Island. I'm gonna survive, and you're going to jail.
Oh my God. Y'all, wait a minute. What is happening? Bravo, y'all need to go ahead and draw up those contracts right now because we are so fucking back. It's Justin Diego back with another binge-worthy video, and y'all, I cannot even contain myself. I am so excited about what Bravo has just released because it gives us a first look at what is still really to come on this spicy binge-worthy season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 17, and y'all, I already know this reunion is going to be insane.
Say that to my face, ho.
It's giving Young and the Restless.
Peekaboo. I see you.
In this video, we're gonna watch the trailer together. I'll share my reactions, and then we'll talk about everything that I feel like has popped off recently that might have shifted this entire reunion seating chart around quite a bit. Yeah, make sure you stick around to the end of this video instead of cheating and dipping off early because I'm gonna ask YouTube, and they're gonna give me names, and then I'm gonna block your behind.
You don't think something wrong with that?
Let's go ahead and get into this Real Housewives of Atlanta mid-season trailer that Bravo just released, and then we'll chat.
Still to come on this season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Sweet life, the peach life. Now what else is going on?
You are the trauma. Not the drama, the trauma.
I ain't signed up for no damn anxiety.
I love your sparkle. You be kidding me. I'm be,
I don't have many mouths on my vagina.
Are you moist? You're lying.
But I'm not lying. No one's gonna hold her accountable to her lies.
We on Survivor's Island. I'm gonna survive, and you're going to jail.
I went ahead and filed clarifying your divorce.
I love you.
Let's just hug and make up.
Yes. Scarlett, here we come.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts. The Ghostbuster housewives.
Silence.
I'm Alanisha Kane.
Yeah.
Tonight we will see who are the faithful
Let's get to Shamea.
Where are y'all today? And who are the traitors?
She is absolutely devastated by this friendship.
At some point, everyone has lied,
You said, hey, handsome, in February, bitch.
been deceitful,
Oh, but you're the Falcons player.
moments of betrayal.
Say that to my face, ho.
It's giving Young and the Restless.
Peekaboo. I see you.
You and your mother are low-down dirty snakes.
You and your mama are low down dirty snakes.
This is my real life, you know what I'm saying?
I know this friend group and everybody, so yes, we are bigger people.
You must be delusional.
Oh, okay.
That's what the I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all know, seriously, I really need to hack into Bravo's servers and get us the rest of this season because y'all listen, every time I feel like the girls have like reached a new era, a new like, what do you call it? Like a they've reached the top of their game. I feel like they always do something that makes me feel like they've raised the bar yet again. And so many of the girls have been teasing drama that pops off later in the season, especially as it relates to this girls' trip to Scotland. And now that we've seen this trailer, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep it together long enough to figure out. Actually, I'm gonna hold my tongue. Y'all be saying I'm biased, and I be trying to make videos and be authentic this season because I feel like so many times I like used to make videos and feel like I had to like be super, you know, perfect. But now it's just like, I want to tell y'all a little bit about how I actually feel about stuff, if that's okay. It's just my little old opinion. It is not law. I love when we come together and we can talk together about how we all feel about the show. But yeah, I won't say what I'm looking forward to the most, but somebody might say, it's a Shamea takedown! Oh my God, so good to see you.
Are you, is it good to see you?
It is good to see you. Amazing to see you.
Thank you, my
love the
baby.
fit. I've really been looking forward to what Shamea was going to be giving in the second half of the season because I know a lot of you guys are feeling like she hasn't really given much, and that is valid, but I knew that there was going to be a lot of Shamea drama going on in the second half of the season. So we're finally going to pick up on that storyline with Shamea's mom versus Porsha mom. That kind of got hinted at the reunion last year, but I felt like they were good enough friends that they were still keeping it cute. But apparently, like, the friendship is done now, so they don't give a damn no more. And once people start talking about the mamas, you know it's over with. Like, there ain't no recovering now. And I mean, I feel bad because they have allegedly been friends, but I feel like, have they though? I, of course, muted and fast forwarded the Kelli sympathy moments, but I do feel like it's good for her to apologize to Porsha and like to try to be friends because, girl, up until this moment, I can let you know now there were no contract discussions for you, babe. But now we'll see. I'll reel it in and I'll like stop whacking her until I see fit. But I wonder who is this that Angela Oakley was coming for, because it seems like she was coming for, it might have been the same person. I don't know if it was multiple people, but I do feel like she was probably coming for Kelli, and you know I don't got a problem with that. What else? This Drew and K. Michelle beef, it's been a little bit tired for me, but I don't know if y'all heard what Drew said, but Drew said that K. Michelle might have said something about, hey, handsome? Hey, handsome? As an engaged, married... Wake it up, Drew, wake it up! Oh.
It is what it is.
I can't wait to see what comes of that. But can we talk about this girls trip, y'all? Y'all always talking about, oh, Phaedra ain't got no storyline. Oh, what's Phaedra just there making faces? Hello. The first Housewives franchise to ever have a Traders themed girls trip, potentially filming in the actual Traders castle, potentially working with the actual producers of Traders with this Peacock Bravo collab, or whatever you call it. What is the word I'd be looking for? I'll be forgetting my words sometimes. But yeah, like, this is an iconic girls trip. I feel like the budget is budgeting from what little bit we can already see, and I cannot wait to see how everything goes down, because it seems like there is drama, treachery, betrayal, and tea clocked on this fucking girls trip to Scotland, and there is no better way to end the season and get these girls sitting on this couch mad at each other. Just when I thought that this mid-season trailer was already giving us enough to unpack, K. Michelle was like, hold on, boo, pass me the aux cord. Because, y'all, why is K. Michelle releasing audio, secretly recorded audio, by the way, on X?
Hey, there's something I need you to know. Porsha is my friend. This is what it is. I just want to keep you in the know. I was actually looking out for you.
Oh boy.
This is when I realized that this reunion is about to be really, really interesting, because on the show, K. Michelle has been saying that she felt like there was a whole scheme going around that Todd set up behind the scenes, not just some shady little misunderstanding. She has been accusing Porsha and really some of the girls that Porsha is close to of trying to produce a moment around her to embarrass K. Michelle with old rumors. Now, Bravo even broke down this scheme and all the drama on their website after K. Michelle claimed that she uncovered a plot to expose a years old rumor about her.
And I am told that there is some behind the scenes of trying to find things to expose me.
Are you saying that I'm trying to expose you?
Yes.
In what way?
That is what I'm saying.
About what?
And then came this Nosh character. Like, I don't even know this person, but apparently he was on the Queen's Court with her. And on the latest episode of the Atlanta Housewives, K. Michelle brought up the fact that Nosh, who she referred to as her ex, allegedly had been previously talking to Porsha. Like, you can't even make this shit up. then K. Michelle confronted Porsha over dinner because she felt like Porsha really should have been honest with her and told her that she was potentially smashing one of her ex-boo things that she was smashing, even though she's married now and she shouldn't be smashing him and she shouldn't give a damn.
Okay, K. Michelle, you know what? If you
be hurt?
Because you're
Why
set
can't
on
I
not
express?
understanding.
I'm understanding,
lady.
I'm talking to you and I'm telling you why it felt like that.
And Porsha was just like, girl, why you mad? Like, I don't got anything to hide. And fans are like, girl, do you though? Do you got something to hide, girl? Because what is going on? But then Nosh actually went on Instagram and did an interview. Actually, he didn't do it on Instagram. We saw the interview on Instagram where he was pushing back, calling K. Michelle, like basically playing down their relationship and saying like he doesn't really understand why she's calling him her ex because it was never anything serious and whatever happened between him and Porsha was never serious either. So what the hell is the problem?
An ex is someone you can say that, oh, this was my person at the time that knew me.
Right.
What we're doing.
So you got, go ahead.
I don't even think any of my close friends ever saw her with me.
Consider the source, y'all. I feel like these disgruntled exes love to get them a piece of this Real Housewives of Atlanta clout when they can. So whenever stuff like this pops up, I always take it with a grain of salt because, Nosh, you just want a moment. You just want to try to whack K. Michelle. And when she turns everything around, you're probably going to betray Porsha or whatever. But it's just like, I'm talking about you here. You made it to binge worthy. So I guess it worked. But y'all don't be fooled by these these disgruntled exes and not even exes. These disgruntled jump-offs. But it is important to share that he claimed that he was never dating both of them at the same time, and that is really, really important. And that's when K. Michelle was just like, oh, so we just gonna hop online and rewrite history? No! And y'all, why did she start teasing this alleged audio from a private conversation between her and this man, including a clip where he referred to Porsha as his friend?
Hey, there's something I need you to know. Porsha is my friend. This is what it is. I just want to keep you in the know. I was actually looking out for you. I was actually, like, so you don't just go out there looking blind like you don't know what's going on.
She also posted that she had more than 26 minutes of unreleased tape, which is exactly the type of sentence that makes Real Housewives of Atlanta producers start foaming at the mouth and charging their cameras overnight. And this is also the moment where I was just like, you know what? She just shook shit up yet again, because now the question is not just, did Porsha date this man? Honestly, that part is probably the least most interesting thing to sort out with all of this. The real question is, did K. Michelle actually have proof that people were moving funny behind the scenes? Did Porsha know more than Porsha let on in the scene? And we also want to know, like, was K. Michelle being dramatic, or were they really, like, setting her up and she clocked that tea? And let's be serious. If this reunion is scheduled to tape at the end of next month, K. Michelle just gave Andy and the whole production crew a whole new stack of cue cards, because now they can't just sit there and say, Kay, why do you feel betrayed? No, it's definitely what's on the tape, girl. Why did you record this man? And we hope he didn't live in California, because ain't that illegal? And we also want to know, like, what did Porsha know before filming? And did anybody try to use this man to create a storyline, whether it was K. Michelle or Porsha? Hell, or Drew. And if K. Michelle is already dropping this type of audio on X before the reunion, imagine what other receipts she's gonna pull out on that couch, y'all. Because one thing about K. Michelle that we're learning is she may not be coming to sing with the Bravo girls, but apparently she will come prepared every time with receipts. But at the same time, OG Atlanta Housewife fans know that Porsha does not go down without a fight, boo. And if there's one thing that we know Porsha's gonna do, she's gonna hold her cards close to her chest, and she's gonna pull a Uno reverse card at the reunion. Like, you better ask somebody.
So this is what I have to ask you.
Ooh, oh. Y'all, if you're still here, first of all, I know that's right. We've covered a lot of ground today, and honestly, looking back at everything that's happened so far, it's kind of wild that we're only halfway through the season, right? So before I go, I definitely want to hear from you guys. What's been your favorite moment so far this season? What's been the biggest surprise for you? And also, let me know what's been your biggest disappointment for this season. And who do you think is headed into the reunion with the most explaining to do? Drop your comments below in the comments because I'm definitely gonna be down there reading all the best ones. As always, thank you guys so much for spending a part of your day with me. I really don't take it for granted because I know that you could be doing literally anything else. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share this marathon with another Real Housewives of Atlanta fan who you know needs to catch up. And until next time, I will see you guys on the next binge-worthy video.